Hi guys, this is Mike at gamingrig.com, and today we're going to take a quick look at the Asus N55SF multimedia laptop. So this is not really a gaming laptop, more of a multimedia laptop that combines good performances with an excellent screen and excellent audio. In fact, these are some of the characteristics for this particular line of laptops, the N55, and it will be followed by an N45 and an N75, and all these are laptops that offer a premium sound quality, developed by Asus engineers together with the guys at Bang & Olufsen. The one we got here is of course the N55, which is the 15.6-inch mainstream version of this line. It's going to be available quite soon in stores, and in this clip we're going to analyze most of its important aspects. First of all, let's start with the exterior. You can see we have the device right here, and you will easily notice that it is glossy. Actually, only the bottom lid is glossy and made from black plastic, and it will scratch quite easily, and it will catch fingerprints and smudges, and those will be a problem, especially if you plan to travel with this laptop a lot. If you're going to use it on your desk only, it should be quite okay. Of course, on the hood you have the Asus logo. You can see it right here. Overall, the laptop looks nice. It's not very thick considering this is a mainstream laptop. It measures like 3.5 to 4 millimeters in thickness and weighs like 2.7 kilos, which I believe there are like 5.5 pounds or something like this. You can see that the exterior is made completely from plastic, and it looks nice. You have this chromed edge here, also made from plastic. It feels quite nice as well, and the bottom is made from made plastic as well. I'm going to take a quick look at this right now. So this is the bottom we have here, and you have here a battery. There is a 6-cell battery, 52 watt-hour capacity, and here on the bottom you can access hard drive and memory. Here is the hard drive, and here are 2 memory slots. And right here there is another bay. I'm not really sure what is this for, but I'm going to check it out and we'll get back in the review, in the written review on the site on Gaming Rig. You have the link in the description below this clip. Now let's have a quick look at the sides of this laptop and see what it has to offer. First of all, on this part you have a headset, and it's very conveniently placed here towards the front of the laptop, so cables won't get in your way. Especially if you're a righty, you're going to have a mouse usually here. Next to it there's a microphone, 2 standard USB ports, a Blu-ray combo player here, and on the back you have this connector for the subwoofer. I'm going to tell you more about the subwoofer later on. On the back you get the screen hinges. They aren't that solid, but they should be quite okay in time, and the battery here. On this other side what you have is a Kensington lock, DC in, a huge cooling vent, and a lot of hot air will be exhausted through here. You have the VGA output, LAN adapter, HDMI, and 2 USB 3.0. And of course you're going to notice that these are quite cramped here, but they probably needed the space for the exhaust of this laptop. And on the front, not much. You actually have another cooling fan. This will probably the part that sucks air and takes it through the memory here on the back. You have the status LEDs here, and you also have a card reader, probably an SD MMC, probably an 8.1 18-1 card reader. So this is pretty much all with the exterior, and I can say that this one looks quite nice. I'm fond of the design. The only thing I don't really like is the fact that the exterior is glossy. And like I said, that will be a problem if you plan to travel this a lot, because it will get messy and it will scratch you very easily. Now, opening the lid, this is what you get. A very nice looking laptop here, and you're going to notice first there's a pretty sizable palm rest. It's made from plastic, it's made plastic, and it feels quite solid, quite nice actually. And here you have a trackpad, it's quite big as well, and will support multi-touch gestures. Click button, it's a single click button without independent buttons, but it's very easy to press, and it's not that noisy, a little bit noisy, not very noisy. The screen, you'll notice there is a 15.6-inch display, and it comes with a matte finish. It's not glossy, which is something we will love, of course. And the bezel around it is made from plastic, glossy black plastic, and a silver aluminum stripe here on the bottom with the Asus logo and the Audio by Bang & Olufsen Ice Power logo over there. On top you have an HD camera and a microphone. And here you have the keyboard. Yeah, the keyboard actually comes with good and bad parts. First of all, let me zoom in a little bit on the keyboard. You can see that the keys are made from some silver material. You would think they're aluminum, made from aluminum, but they're not. This is actually plastic with aluminum with a silver coating on top. And they are full size, they're pretty nice. It's not a chiclet type keyboard, but there is proper space between these keys. And you can see you also have a numpad here on the right, while on the left side you have a couple of audio dedicated buttons. You have the sound volume and the sound muting, and you have a play and a stop button. And as for the power button, it's integrated with the keyboard. It's here, this one, the button in the top right position. I had a pretty difficult time actually finding it first time, but now you know where it is. Now, in terms of layout, what I have here is the European layout, and you can easily recognize this layout based on the enter. It is taller, it occupies 2 rows, and a very small shift here on the left. And I really hate this shift on this particular Asus. Hopefully in the US, actually I know for sure that there is a different layout with a bigger shift, a wider shift, that it's actually as wide as these two keys combined, and the bar enter as well. But this particular layout I really hate it, because when trying to type I always ended pressing this key instead of pressing shift. And also I'm not really fond of this buttons here. They're a bit stiff, a little bit stiffer than the keys on the keyboard, so you won't press them accidentally, but I'm not really sure that's a good idea to have them placed here. Probably on top somewhere they would have been actually better. As for the keys, they are quite cramped. The arrow keys, actually, sorry, they are quite cramped, and this is a problem if you plan to use this laptop for gaming, because you know arrow keys are very used in that conditions. On top of the keyboard you get this area, this silver area covered in some kind of aluminum plating, and you can see that it has these tiny holes in it over here, and beneath this surface there are the speakers. And this one comes with stereo speakers, and of course, like you can see, there's Bang & Olufsen Ice Power audio. And what does this mean actually? It's quite simple. You have excellent audio quality, and you get this little thing. Let me zoom out a bit. You get this thing, which is actually a subwoofer, a mini subwoofer you can use in order to enhance the audio quality on your mini laptop. You can see that it has the ability to store the cable here on the bottom, and if you want to use it, you just get it out, and you will have to connect it to your computer via this port that I've showed you over here on the side. And when connected, this Sonic Master subwoofer gets into action, and the audio quality is really way better, because all the low frequency sounds are redirected to the subwoofer, while the speakers are only used for medium and high frequency audio content. And we're going to take a look at some examples, and we're going to show you how good the audio quality for this particular laptop actually is in a next clip. A clip that will talk about hardware, about the software and performances, and like I said, sound, some battery life, some prices, and some overall conclusions. So go ahead and check the second part of our video review for the Asus N55SF multimedia laptop.